Well, this morning, as you're getting breakfast ready, it's much, much calmer than it was just a few hours ago. We do have storms on their way out. At this point, all warnings have been expired. So this happening a couple hours premature. So that's good news. You know, we're going to be just fine at this point. So we are still talking rain, though, and we are seeing some heavier showers, but this is south. Those of you in Tuscarawas County seeing some of that and still dealing with some lightning there. Most of you have dried out. We're not going to rule out a shower through the early morning drive, but better weather is on the way for today. And we expected the severe weather late yesterday with the front pushing through. And what that's also going to do is keep us in the 70s to near 80 today with a mix of clouds and sunshine. So it will feel better, but for the moment, it is still really warm and really muggy. So these early morning storms or overnight storms, however you really think about that, on their way out. Sayonara, right? We'll just go ahead with a calmer day. What's really nice to see to our north and west is this bit of a cool down. So we are going to tap into that at least somewhat. It still feels very warm and very muggy this morning. Our dew points are still into the 70s, but notice the dew points to our north and west in the 50s to near 60. That is much drier air. So we'll get a little taste of that this week, and it'll be a welcome change. Also, it's going to be a totally great day to do some boating if you've got a long weekend. And you might be surprised after all those storms overnight, but yeah, things have calmed down and waves will be 1 to 3 feet today. So we're great to grill and enjoy an evening ahead with temperatures in that 70 range. It's going to be really quite pleasant, and you'll feel a shift in the air, especially as we get into the afternoon and evening. It takes a hot minute for that to happen, right? Winds will be out of the northwest. Speaking of, as we go hour by hour on your National Design Mart forecast, this is the view at noon, and notice we are in the 70s in most spots, middle 70s, upper 70s. Very, very pleasant. If the kids have swimming lessons or things, you know, with summer camp today, it's still very much warm enough to get outside and enjoy all those things. It's just not going to be that stifling heat. This is the view at 3 o'clock, and we're still looking great with 70s to near 80 and into the evening as well. So if you're heading out to work today and thinking, I'd love to enjoy a little bit of this and maybe get a walk in after dinner, see, speaking of, you can do exactly that. So here's a look at your Union Home Mortgage 7-day outlook, and we've got another beautiful day tomorrow. Highs will be around 80. Then we'll track some late day storm chances on Wednesday. Nothing too extreme about the next 7 days as far as our highs go. We're going to mainly be in the 80s and seasonal, Isabel, and it looks like a really nice last weekend of July coming up.
Ooh, all right. Thanks so much, Holly. Looks lovely. But again, we do want to remind you, if you are somewhere experiencing extreme conditions, it comes the potential with some heat-related illness, and heat kills more people annually than any other type of weather event.
Yeah, it can be really dangerous, and doctors in emergency rooms say they've been treating more people of all ages for cases of heat exhaustion and the more dangerous, heat stroke. NBC's Bianca Castro has details.
Heat illness can strike with little warning, like it did to 5 people at the same graduation party earlier this summer.
And one that was particularly fairly sick and actually had heat stroke.
Baylor McKinney's Dr. Mark Maynard was the attending doctor that day.
It's about the amount of time that you're exposed to the heat, and then also what you're doing while you're in that heat, and also how hot it is outside.
Since the beginning of May, first responders with MedStar have treated double the amount of heat-related patients than this time last year. This graphic from the CDC highlights symptoms of heat exhaustion, dizziness, nausea, weakness, and heat stroke, confusion, headaches, and unconsciousness. Symptoms can begin in as little as 20 to 30 minutes.
You know, you think I've grown up here, I'm used to these hot summers, but it's just not true.
Texas Health Plano's Dr. Andrew Morris expects his ER to surpass its normal summer heat-related caseload of about 100 patients. Experts say drink water within an hour of being outdoors and add some sodium like hydration or electrolyte supplements by your third glass. And stay vigilant during all times of the day.
Don't underestimate the nighttime as well. It's well over 100 degrees on some of these nights, so be careful at night as well.